Hi students, good morning. In today's class, we are going to take up the session 5, creating and publishing web pages, that is blog. If you want to publish information on the World Wide Web to express ourselves or to share our knowledge and to allow the readers to comment on our post, then it is possible to have our global presence on the internet when we write a blog. So when we write a blog, we are able to share our knowledge and also allowing the readers to comment on our post. So today we're going to see what is a blog actually, how to create it and how to publish it. What is a blog? A blog is a regularly updated website or a web page and are similar to a personal diary. Usually what do we do in our personal diaries? We write every day's update, what is that we have done from the morning to evening. Similarly, we try to create a blog or it creates a website and web page where we regularly update it. It is very simple to use. The content on a blog is updated on a regular basis. So as it is like a personal diary on the web, so it is on a regular basis, you have to update it, keep updating it on. The contents appear in a reverse chronological order. That is, new content is upside and the old content moves down. That is, see, when you are trying to stack the books here, the old one is down and the new one comes. In a similar manner, your first blog will be here, second here, and the latest will be on the top. So the new one is upside and the old one moves down. We can use a blog to convey messages about announcements, events, news, reviews. So we can use a blog to convey all these. Sometimes we are a very good sports lover. So we can create a blog on sports and keep updating about the latest happening in the sports. Or we are very passionate about events, what is happening in our Twin Cities. So we can also create a blog on events and try to update the viewers with the events. So Mr. John Badger, he is the one who has coined this term called weblog. On 17 December 1997, he was a person who has given us this term called weblog. Mr. Peter Merholz is the one who shortened it to blog. This weblog was shortened as blog by Mr. Peter in April or May 1999. The person who writes the blog is called a blogger. A blog is a combination of words, web, log. So a log is an official record of events or a diary of information. So a record of, as I told you, suppose you are a sports lover, you will say the IPL match begins on so and so day. On first day, this is the match between West Indies and New Zealand, or some diary of information like so and so event. So we are going to record all these events and put it on the web. So that's the reason why it is called web blog. And because Mr. Peter had shortened it, it is called now blog. A blogger can log, write or post information related to his interest or activities, express his ideas or opinions, or share his knowledge through writing articles on a specific topic. So a blogger can write any topic on his interest. That is my interest. Like suppose I like music, I can do it on music, or I like gardening, I can do it on gardening. So we are going to express our ideas and opinions and share our knowledge with the viewers or the readers of our blog. Now, what are the important features of a blog? An internet connection is required to publish a blog. However, a blog can be written offline and uploaded on the internet when the connection is available. So, whenever you are creating or publishing a blog, it is not necessary that you need to have internet connection in the beginning. You can create a whole blog, and finally, once the connection is available, you can upload it on the internet. A blogger can interact with the reader by answering the question. So a blogger can make his blog interactive. How? When he tries to post a blog, he can there might be readers who may post some question, so he can answer it. So that way the questioning answer makes a blog interactive one. To write a blog, we need a blogging tool. So if you have to write a blog, we need a blogging tool. Weebly.com, sitebuilder.com, wordpress.com, and there are many such sites which we are going to discuss in the further class. Blogs can be written on any topic related to business, legal, travel, education, marketing, advertising, health, sports, etc. So you can choose anything of your passion and you can create a blog. There is nothing like you have restriction, you have to do only on this. You can do it on any topic. It contains text and pictures, but videos and even audios can be added to give more information. See, usually the blog consists of text and pictures, but you want to make it even more attractive and even more informative, you can add up the videos and audios to your blog. Now, how to write a blog? When you're writing a blog, you have to understand your target audience. See, when I say sports, I am trying to target the people who love sports, or I am saying music, the people who are passionate about music, or probably my blog can be targeted to a student community or an elderly community or any. So you should understand your target audience. Select an engaging topic and then interesting title also. So you should always have something which is very interesting for the people. Make sure the blog is well structured. See, if it is not well structured, people will find it difficult to search the topic to be read from your blog. Organize your content as header, body of the text, and footer in the layout so that people can understand, okay, this is the header of the blog and this is the content and this is the footer. It should be written in an easily understandable language. So your language should be easily understood by the reader. Before posting the blog, make sure to edit, proofread your post and fix your formatting. So before you post, you see, because it is going online on the web, people should be able to should not be able to find a mistake in it. So you should always edit it, proofread it properly and fix all your formatting. You want to highlight your text or you want to give different coloring, whatever you want, you do it and then only you post it. Now, what is the basic block structure? The block structure has, this is the basic block structure. There is no fixed layout for blog layout. The most commonly used layout is shown in this figure. So this is the most commonly used block structure. You have many. You can choose any one which is according to your need. Now this is the header where you can have your header of your blog, and this is the main content. This is the area where you place your whole matter of your blog or the topic which you have chosen. This is a sidebar which has social profile. Social profile in the sense you have your Facebook, Twitter handle. All this you can put it here. Your favorite contents, what is your favorite contents, you can add here, and call to action. Call to action indicates what we want reader to do next. See, once you the reader the audience have read your blog, what do you want them? Do you want them to subscribe your blog, or do you want to download a ebook or read a related article? So you can just put it here. And then footer, you can here we can add the privacy policy, or you can add your email IDs where they can reach you, or where they can post your questions which the readers can ask after reading the blog. If the readers have any questions or queries, you can put it here, your mail ID, so that the readers can reach you. So there are different layouts as I told you. So here, as you can see here, you have header, you have the main content, you have the post, you have the footer, we have the two sidebars here. This is a simple block structure. We have the header, contents, ads, footers, and here we have the blog header, we have a post 1, we have advertisement, post 2. We can also have multiple posts here. We have the blog footer also. Some of the popular blogs are, there are various websites that offer blog service for free. WordPress.com, Blogger.com, Tumblr.com, Weebly.com. So these are the websites which offer blog services for free. There are also paid blogs also. Now, what is the requirement for a blog? Selecting the best blogging platform. Find the best suited blogging site to start creating your own blog. There is a wide selection of platforms with all kinds of different features. So here you have to choose on which platform, that is Weebly or WordPress or Blogger, which is the platform which you are going to choose in order to create your blog, because they have different features. Now you have to see go through all the features and only select the one which is suiting your need. Finding the web hosting and a domain. A web hosting provider acts as a foundation for your blog. Selecting the wrong web host can ruin your hopes of running a successful blog. You should always go with something which is very popular and which is reliable. Otherwise, what happens? You choose one web host and it is not existing in the internet and it is not running for a longer time. Then it will be you can't succeed in your blog creation. So web hosting are the people who give you the disk space where you can store your blogs in the internet. A domain name is a name by which our blog will be known online, no matter what niche we choose. That is the topic or the target audience we choose. It's a unique web address on the internet. So our domain name, our name, how are we going to be identified? Now I am a blogger. How am I going to be identified? With what name? So that name is the domain name. The domain name is going to make me identify uniquely on the internet. Designing and maintaining a blog. These days, we don't have to be a professional web designer or developer to make our blog look beautiful. Platforms like WordPress.org come with many pre-designed free blog themes. They offer templates that we can choose based on our preferred layout and color scheme. See, already these, as I told you, the blog services are already providing you templates where they have their own layouts and color scheme. You just have to choose it, try to type in your matter, and your blog is ready. You don't have to become a professional. You don't have to be professional to start a blogging. Though you can take it as seriously and become a professional bloggers, but initially to start off, you don't have to be a professional. Picking a niche. Our blog's niche is a particular market or the topic. So when I say picking a niche, it means what is your market or the topic on which, what is the topic? As I told you, sports, music, gardening, anything we'll be targeting. So choose a topic you are passionate about. See, you have to choose something which you're passionate about so that it will give you a lot of interest to continue and try to maintain the blog regularly. Picking a name. When it comes to naming a blog, we have countless choices. We can choose our own name, last name, or some combination of two, or we can use a descriptive combination of words. So there's nothing like hard and fast rule. You can just choose your name or combination of two or some descriptive name for your naming the blog. Reading useful resources. Launching our own blog is our first step in entering the blogging world. However, to be successful online, we have to learn more. See, you can start off by just creating a blog, but if you have to become really successful, you have to explore a lot. You have to learn a lot and try to present the information so interesting that your readers will always keep awaiting for your next blog to be launched on the website. Now, in order to create a blog, we will have different, as I told you, WordPress, Weebly, Blogger. According to our syllabus, we are going to create an account using the WordPress. Now, what is a WordPress? WordPress is a free web service that we can use to create a beautiful website or a blog. WordPress has a support for themes for customizing the design of a blog. So, it already has a inbuilt themes which you can use it according to our own needs. Themes can make the blog or the web page look attractive. So these themes are very important because it helps us to make our blog look attractive. Before we start using a blog account is required. And to create a blog account, we need a web browser and an internet connection. So you need to create a blog account. For that, you need a web browser and internet connection also. So in the next video, we are going to see how to use this WordPress to create a blog.